The New York Knicks will look to start another winning streak as they begin a 4-game West Coast swing Thursday night in Sacramento. So joining me to talk some Knicks hoops is one of the co-hosts of Knicks Fan TV. That is Alex Trataros. Alex, how's it going, man?
Good, Dexter. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I know for Knicks fans, the vibes are good. They've won 9 out of 10. And Alex, as you know, the Knicks, they open up this trip against the Kings. Both teams have taken two of the largest offensive jumps in the NBA this season. New York, they're 5th in points per possession. They were 23rd last season. In Sacramento, they went from 24th last season to 1st in the league today. So for the Knicks, what is working for them on the offensive end this season?
You know, Dexter, it's 3 things for the Knicks. It's being efficient with their shot selection and isolation. It's also second chance opportunities and becoming a better 3-point shooting team. I'm going to start with the isolation first because Knicks, they're 7th in the league right now when it comes to points per possession and isolation scoring, with the Nets leading right now being first. And when you go down the line and see what they do, it's just between Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle and how they're able to, get the switch on opposing defenses and really just get to their spots in the mid-range, finish around the rim, or even for Randle and Brunson, it's just shooting great from behind the arc. As of right now, Randle is in the 69th percentile in isolation scoring, while Brunson is in the 90th. So when you have those two type of guys shooting like that, they're just unstoppable. And with second chance opportunities, right? You got Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein, who are some of the best offensive rebounding bigs in the league. I mean, Mitch is 2nd in the league right now, averaging about, I don't have it right with me right now, but Mitch is averaging, he's 4.2 rebounds per possession on offensive rebounds in the league right now, with Hartenstein averaging 2.7 offensive rebounds as well. So with Mitch being 2nd, Isaiah Hartenstein being 18th, that definitely helps for the Knicks with second chance opportunities. And the Knicks on the season ranked 2nd in the league, right behind the Houston Rockets, with 16.7 points per game. And then the last thing is 3-point shooting. You have the Knicks, who right up until they played the Boston Celtics from January 1st, they were 11th in the league when it comes to shooting from behind the arc. But after this game, they dropped back down to 15th. But it's been great from where they started the season, because from the start of the season up until December 31st, they were shooting 33.7% from the perimeter. Now they're shooting 36.9%. So such a massive leap in all of those areas. Well, in 3-point shooting and with those strong showings in isolation scoring and second chance opportunities, the Knicks have just been able to be rolling on all cylinders.
Yeah, they have been rolling on all cylinders offensively, Alex. And on this road trip, after the Kings, the Knicks see the Blazers, and then they see both LA teams. What are your expectations in terms of a record for the Knicks as they head out west?
Well, Dexter, starting off this week, I thought it was going to be a 4-0 trip, and didn't go so well because, as we saw, the Charlotte Hornets came for the upset. Knicks were also a little tired after a double OT game against the Boston Celtics, and they didn't have Jalen Brunson. But I expected the Knicks to finish up going either 2-1 or 3-0 on this West Coast trip. I'm looking at this Kings team, and they're not a good defensive team. They're in the bottom, when it comes to points per possession allowed during the game. And then on top of that, I'm also looking at the LA Clippers, who've been 5-7 since they last faced the Knicks. And even with adding Russell Westbrook and even Bones Highland, they still haven't been able to gel together as of yet. And then looking at the Lakers, they don't have LeBron James, so they're just trying to live with just Anthony Davis right now. And they've kind of been, even though the Lakers have been surging, I expect the Knicks to come back looking for revenge, because it was a close game. The Knicks didn't have Mitchell Robinson that game either, so I expect that one to be a good battle as well.
All right, we'll see if those are all good games. The Knicks can come out with some wins on the West Coast. But let's start with the game Thursday night. Knicks versus Kings in Sacktown Thursday night. Late night for the Knicks Fan TV crew. I know you're going to be up late there, Alex. What are the keys to the Knickerbockers getting a win over the Kings?
Man, it's going to be a late night. We're going to have JD on the play-by-play. There's going to be a post game afterwards, preview the game. So we're all set for this for this game. But for the Knicks to really have a good chance against the Kings, they're going to have to figure out how to stop a high-powered offense. Dexter, as you noted, they're 1st in the league when it comes to points per possession. So the Knicks are going to have to be better about guarding, and they have been, especially with the addition of Josh Hart and Emmanuel quickly off the bench. Those guys have been very versatile around the perimeter, and only strengthen what the Knicks have been doing on the season so far. And with Mitchell Robinson back being the rim protector, that should also help. The other thing is to get RJ Barrett going early. RJ has been struggling a little bit, and we've seen now that with Brunson out these past 2 games, RJ's been able to get to his spots early, get going downhill. So looking for him to begin, and just so that way he can get into a rhythm when he goes in with the second unit once he starts that second quarter. And then the last thing is just to continue to knock down threes. The Knicks had a poor shooting performance against the Charlotte Hornets, which led to the upset. But as long as the Knicks can be strong from shooting behind the arc, it should open up everything else in the paint, whether it's getting second chance opportunities for Mitchell Robinson or whether it's RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson. Hopefully Brunson plays, and even Julius Randle when it comes to attacking the paint.
It'll be interesting to see the Knicks during their 9-game winning streak. We're shooting about 40% from downtown. We'll see if they can keep that up on the West Coast. That is Alex Trataros of Knicks Fan TV. Alex, look forward to the coverage that you guys will have during this West Coast trip, and I'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate it, Dexter. As always, have a good one.